Just going across to Sachin, if you can just highlight the points because or based on which the CBI believed that it is the parents who murdered their daughter and the domestic help.
That's correct, Anand. In fact, it's something that our colleague Bhavtosh also spoke about. The closure report that was filed by the CBI was converted into charges at the insistence of the CBI court. But what was there in the closure report that convinced the court that there is merit for charges to be filed? Well, these are some of them. One of the main things that has been said in the CBI case against the Talwars is the fact that the Talwars were present in the flat at the time of the murder. They could not satisfactorily explain as to why they could not hear what was happening in a room adjacent. There were claims of the AC being loud. There were also multiple reenactment of the sound of that AC by the CBI later on. But this was very important. Second point, no forcible entry into the house possible. So the suspicion came down on those individuals present inside the house since no outsider could enter. The Talwars, the Rajesh and Nupur and Hemraj and Aarushi were the four individuals inside the house. Two of them were murdered. So the point of suspicion came back to the Talwars. Another important point after this, not just the fact that the Talwars were present at the house, no one else could have entered. The also possibility that the flat and the lift locks were all closed. So these locks which were closed could only be accessed from within the flat. So again, the point of suspicion on those individuals present inside the house. If we go on, there was also another important fact that the CBI highlighted. The Talwars found Aarushi Hemraj in a compromising position. This was a claim that was put forth by the CBI in the case. Also moving forward, the golf club that was used that led to head injuries. Now, this is very important, Anand. The fact that the golf club was used, later on, the Talwars gave a golf set to the police for investigation. In this golf set, there were two golf clubs which were cleaner than the rest. So there were indications that two golf clubs were cleaned more than the other golf clubs in that particular set. Also, the scalpel used to cut Aarushi and Hemraj's throats. Let's not forget that Rajesh Talwar is a medical professional, so there is a possibility that he had good use of a scalpel. So the cut which was made on Aarushi's neck, the use of scalpel was another important contributing factor. All of this piled up the CBI's case against the Talwars.
Well,